Right, welcome back. Last time well, didn't really do a huge amount. We mainly just focused on internal matters. The Navy's bigger, and I went ahead and started on naval ideas. I did this in order to, well, it's a prerequisite for exploration ideas. And since I'm sitting over here in Africa, the best way to go is to try to colonize some territory, especially the trading post provinces that are nearby me, in order to minimize European interference. I can only do that if I happen to pick up one of the colonial ideas. African trading coasts can be colonized only if you have one of the colonial ideas or if you have Diplotech 40. Traditional African methods of expansion are not suited to this area. Whereas the non-trading coast provinces inside Africa is, well, different, but I don't really see an area that's within reach. Oh yeah, okay. African coastal provinces, not trading ports, can be colonized only if you are an African nation or have Diplotech 40. Colonial nations can start at Diplotech 35. Additionally, the inland coast of Africa has a similar set of restrictions. African inland provinces can be colonized only if you are an African nation or have Diplotech 50. Colonial nations can start at Diplotech 45. Ah, Portugal's here? Or it could just be that Portugal is now aware. Yeah, it might not actually be the case that they have explored. It's more like spreading knowledge. Sweden doesn't know about me. Okay, maybe it is exploration. Because not even Morocco knows about me. Portugal does, so. Okay, so maybe. Oh, it's this. Portuguese missionaries. Strange men from the north have appeared on our coast preaching word of a new God. These Portuguese missionaries request free access to our people to preach the word of their God and his Son, who arose from the dead. Many of our most influential elders wish for us to drive off the missionaries, but their ships and weapons suggest that they are a mighty people we might wish to accommodate. Let's just drive them off. What do I care about the wishes of some random Europeans? Really? It's present. Is that actually enough? How fast will it spread to the other provinces? My question. 5038. Okay, this is the best one, and it's gonna take another 34 years. Naturally, okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and perhaps embrace it now. On one hand, I need to save up money for the corporation deal. On the other hand, if I check province growth rate of the urban population, right now it's about 840 per year, so it's going to take at least 2 years. I earn almost 5 ducats per month. I can earn these back in 2 years easily. So, let's embrace legalism. This will give me another state. 15 more % maximum centralization will reduce all tech costs by 200 points, which is going to be extremely helpful. Additionally, now that it's present, the institution of legalism, it will no longer be hindering the spread of banking. So banking will now be spreading to my capital as well. I'll arrive in 35 years. Well, I can always try to raise the trade power. Bring it up to 8. The slowdown will at least be reduced. I think I can check full effects here. 8, below 15, below 3, below 2, below 0.5. Okay, I probably won't be able to do the bonus for the 15 trade power. Now, unless the trade center moves here, then it's going to take a lot of growth. Growth I don't think I'm able to keep up with. Oh well. Once I get the Corporation Guild, I can honestly ignore the growth of the city for a while. It'll be a while before it hits 90k. Ah, joy. Arbitrary. Ah, that's at least a decent air. Alright, Corporation Guild. There we go. It will give 3 base urban gravity, plus 30% urban gravity modifier, plus 0.95 urban production power per 10k for the first 80k population, then 0.1 per 10k for everyone above. Compare that to the Workshop, which gives 1.5 base urban gravity, plus 20% urban gravity modifier, plus 0.9 urban production power to the first 40k population, plus 0.05 for every 10k beyond that. No, I would prefer to do it myself. Just maximize the chances of picking up a consort. On the other hand, the tribal marriage guarantees that. Right now that's done with, I'm going to need to start focusing on diplomatic technology. Because I need to maximize my... Well, I need to get more diplomatic technology in order to obtain exploration, because you need Diplotech 20 as a regular nation. And Admin Tech 16, but in what universe are you going to have that? For colonizers, you only need Admin Tech 14 and Diplotech 16. I think. It's been a while since I looked at those numbers, so do not quote me on this, please. Really? What is with this death spree? Maybe I should take the Thunder military. Flush planking. Beginning in the 15th century, European shipbuilders began building ships caravel style, using flush planks to build a skeleton, rather than the traditional clinker style of carving the hole first. This allowed shipbuilders to use much less expensive cuts of wood and not need the thousands of iron rivet clinker ships demanded. The result was a much cheaper ship that did not sacrifice quality. Its 20 colonial range can now build a merchant's quarter and paved road networks. So I can now get this one. However, it's not useful until I get over 80k population. Population is growing fast, but it's not growing that fast. Only at 55k now. So I think I should, now that I have it, I should invest in upgrading the road again. It's gonna be pricey though. Gonna need 11,050 manpower each segment. So it's definitely not cheap. Alright, this is a good place to stop here. So, economically, I've built a corporation guild in Songo. Finally. I've also started production of a workshop in Mpongo after seeing that. No, I still don't have a production center. The capital. Maybe the extra, I think. Yeah, but this point is going to be about almost 3 units of production. It's definitely at least 2.5. The extra units of production, power, might actually end up providing me with a production center. I also built a fishing port in Katumbo in preparation for eventually getting a trade harbor set up in order to get easier communication. The usual. Yeah, then I haven't really done much other than grab more tech, finish off naval ideas, and embrace legalism, which is excellent. Banking was spreading to here, but apparently it isn't anymore. Why? Continental Arts. Oh, this must have upgraded to a continental center. And so it hasn't recalculated the distribution yet. Ah, so I'm gonna need to wait a couple months, and then this will come back. It used to be at about 0.21 base, but now it will come back even faster once it gets around to recalculating. If it comes from Kano, of course. If it's coming from somewhere else, which I honestly doubt because I haven't seen any changes. Not really. Then, yeah, it's probably not good. However, I find it most likely that I'll just have to wait for it to recalculate, and I'll be getting banking. I honestly don't see much change with what's going on in the rest of the world. Although West Africa is certainly starting to look very, very interesting. And a bit unusual. Mali's either trying to fight back, or failing to do so. I mean, they lost their capital to Kong, which themselves seem to have migrated somewhat from their original position. Yep. Yep. It's supposed to be over here, but... yeah. And the Sahara is also looking absolutely crazy. This is a mess. This is a mess too. This is the only place that's starting to at least make some bit of sense, and even then it's going crazy with Kasanje and Cuba colonizing over here. Oh well. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.